Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a Project Life spread with you guys, which I have not done before. I have been doing Project Life for about 3 years now, but I'm not consistent with it, and I do it my own way. So I haven't felt the need to share until now. I just feel like maybe you guys can get some inspiration, and I just want to share my process with you guys. So this is going to be the first layout of the year of 2019. And this was kind of like New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and stuff like that. And then the next few days after that. I don't do it weekly or daily or anything like that. I literally just label the month, and then I just pick whatever I want to document, and then I just go for it. I just don't want to feel pressured to document every single week or every single day, because sometimes life is not that exciting and there's really not much to document, even though I do enjoy capturing the small moments and remembering like things that may not seem significant but that will change in the future. So I do take pictures of simple stuff like I don't know, like your decor in a room, or what you're eating at the moment, or what are you listening to and stuff like that, because you grow and you change, and it's nice to look back and remember what kinds of things you liked at the moment. So I do enjoy documenting those kinds of things. So I usually just pick out a bunch of pictures that I like and that I want to remember, and then I also do a few things here and there that I want to make sure to put in there as well so I can remember in the future. So like I said, this is the first layout for the year, so I did put 2019 into the top. I will be doing a separate cover page for the album for 2019 with like a quote, and maybe like I'll put some goals and stuff like that for the year. I do have quite a few goals this year. I have a feeling that my life will be completely different by the end of this year, so yeah, I just want to document every single important thing that happens. So yeah, I had printed out my pictures. I do get questions on how I print my pictures. I used to use the selfie printer. However, I do not think that the printing quality was up to my standards. It was just like, I don't know, it was like dull, and it was hard to shape into like the certain sizes that you wanted, so I always ended up with a waste of paper, and it was just hard, and it was a long process to print through the selfie. So I sold my selfie printer and I bought myself a regular printer, and I just use a Canon MX90 490 or something like that, and I just print it on regular photo printer paper, like a 8x11 photo printer paper that I bought from Target, and it prints just perfect. It prints the exact colors that I see on my phone. I just have to adjust the settings a little bit, but it pretty much comes out perfect. So yeah, I don't recommend the Canon selfie. That's just my personal opinion. I do know people that love it, but for me it just didn't work. It took too long. It was expensive to print those pictures. And the colors just weren't my cup of tea. Like, they always came out too dull and kind of blurry a little bit, and it just wasn't for me. It didn't work out for me. So now I've been using my printer, and I am absolutely in love with it. I love the colors. It comes out perfect. And I actually edit my photos now. I used to just print them out and just put them all together, and it will look kind of silly because some photos would like be so dark, and then some would be like, I don't know, it just didn't match and it didn't go well together. So now I do edit my photos with some presets. I have a little app on my phone. I will have that information down below. I'll put my printer name and the photo app that I use to edit my photos. with the presets, because it makes it look cohesive, and I just love using the presets. It makes everything look so cute together. And I am really rambling today, but I've never done a project life layout with you guys, so I'm just explaining to you guys what I use and how I do it. But yeah, this was New Year's Eve. I went to Michael's and I was looking at the flower section, and that's what you see there, those flower pictures. I just thought it was stunning, and I decided to print those out. And that's me and my mom on New Year's Eve. And that's me and my mom again before the party. We just took a little selfie, and then I just used mostly the Splendor collection by My Mind's Eye. It's a new collection that came out recently, and I really love how that page turned out. Like, I really, really loved it. So now I'm going to be working on the back. This was a few days later. We went out to dinner at a very cool Mexican restaurant. It's really cool in there. It's in New Jersey. It's called La Fortaleza. And it's a very cool Mexican place. It's very decorated and just really fun, and we go there often. So we went there to celebrate a family member's birthday, and I just wanted to document that with using a whole page spread, because we had quite a few pictures of that day. So I had picked out the papers before I started, so we wouldn't be here forever, and I actually finished this on a separate day, so the lighting might be a little different, but I just stapled those two little pictures together, and then I added a word sticker, and then on the right I'm using one of the wood veneer frames from the Flourish collection by Maggie Holmes, and then I'm using one of the die cuts from the ephemera pack. And it kind of made the page bulky, but I don't really mind. I think it's too pretty not to. I try my best to not use bulky stuff in my project life, because then I end up with an album that doesn't even close by the end of the year. So I try my best to limit myself to like chipboard pieces and stuff like that. And whenever I use chipboard pieces, I usually take out a few layers of the back of the chipboard to make it a little bit slimmer and stuff. So yeah, now I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do with the decorations of that page. It was kind of clashing, like the colors, so I was trying to make it like more cohesive, and I'm just gluing down the frame and then the little cut apart piece. I actually stitched it on the side with some gold thread. I thought that added a cute little touch. And I do journal with my own handwriting because I'm too lazy to pull out my typewriter, but I would prefer to use my typewriter. So I will definitely be pulling it out next time. I just like the way that looks better, other than my handwriting, because I don't really like my handwriting. So I'm just putting the date using some stickers from the Flourish collection. And now I'm going to add that cute butterfly from the Flourish standouts. And I'm also going to add one of those fringe things, the blue one. So I added the butterfly on the outside and everything else on the inside. I like how that looks. It just adds texture and stuff like that. So I'm pretty much done with that one as well. I usually, when I'm done, I do staple everything into the pocket pages because I just don't want it to fall out. I tried using my fuse tool, but it was not working out, so I ended up just stitching the page instead. They really need to upgrade the fuse tool. I love it and I hate it. It usually doesn't work, so I just usually end up stitching whatever I need to stitch. So yeah, and now I'm just gonna staple everything down like I told you guys. I'm just too scared that it's gonna fall out, so I end up just like stapling everything. And I'm using a tiny attacher. It's not the Tim Holtz one. I actually found this one at Tuesday Morning a few months ago. But it's a tiny stapler, so it works just as well as a tiny attacher would. And now I felt like it was missing something, so I decided to add a little ephemera piece on the outside as well. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do. So I added the little house from the chipboard pieces from the Flourish collection. The Flourish collection and the Splendor collection, by my mind's eye, go really, really well together. So they literally go perfectly together. Like, it's perfect. And it probably goes well together with the Bloom collection as well. So yeah, I think I'm pretty much done. I'm just going to show you guys a little close-up. I hope you guys enjoyed this process video for Project Life. If you did, please let me know so I can make more for you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!